Hey, hey YouTubers, manga lovers, anime lovers, One Piece fans. This is Koroino, and I just read One Piece manga chapter 757, aka Trump Card. Um, and let me just say, Jinbei is still in the freaking ocean. I mean, like, seriously. I know some trips take a while, but this is like, seriously. Seriously. I just want him to get to where Sanji and the rest of the crew is. Save them or at least assist in them, but how many like more chapters must we wait till we see some type of results? And better yet, like the whole chapter starts off with Bartolomeo and I think Gradius or Gladius duking it out. Gladius fires some projectiles or explosive projectiles. Bartolomeo creating a huge barrier in front of him. And then we see something that I kind of thought was possible. If you've seen the anime Kakashi, you know that they can create little barrier thingies and all of that, and how they can make it. I remember in one episode, the main character made the barriers into stair steps, or a way to continue climbing in the air. And that's what Bartolomeo did. He shaped his barrier into stairs. They went straight to the 4th level. And I was just like, he can do that? I'm like, he can literally do that. I'm like, this is just like Kakashi. Like, this is just like Kakashi. And so Luffy, Law, and Kairos, they were climbing up the stairs. Gladius fires a couple more projectiles towards Luffy. Bartolomeo jumps and takes all the hits and all of that. Falls to the ground all bloody. Cavendish is like asking what happened to his barriers. And this is where we figure out Bartolomeo's weakness here. And I think I'm pretty happy for that, because let's all admit it. If Bartolomeo could create infinite barriers, let's think about it. His barrier was able to endure a king punch from Isabello. And the king punch is able to knock out a Yonko, or knock down a Yonko. Not sure what they mean by knock down, unless they meant knock out, or hopefully defeat. But we don't know. But if Bartolomeo's barrier could take that, then I'd hate to be anyone fighting Cavendish. I hate to be anyone fighting Bartolomeo. Seriously. You can keep on creating barriers forever. If it was an infinite ability, he'd be unstoppable. He'd be like the nuke. He'd be like a nuking god. After you get exhausted from keeping on trying to attack his shields, he just freaking hits you with a barrier crash or something. But the thing is, he explained that his weakness is he can only produce a certain amount of barriers. And I think that's a good thing, because that balances out his character. You can't have a character that has an infinitely powerful shield and the ability to keep on producing limitless amounts of those. That would be ridiculous. Like, Law's ability is overpowered. But the thing is, as overpowered as it is, it has some type of balancing mechanism for it. He can't use it extensively. Like, he can't use it super extensively. Like, that feat that he pulled off in Punk Hazard, where he sliced the mountains apart with one single slash, that was probably his Devil Fruit ability to the fullest extent of his power. And I felt that, like, after that, he wasn't able to use it for a long while. And he probably still isn't able to use it, because he had tried to save all of his energy to fight Doflamingo. And even with his abilities, even with everything that he could do, the greatest thing he could have did was cut Doflamingo's cheek with that scalpel ability. That was the strongest he could do. And I just felt like, wow. But back to the situation at hand. Cavendish, Luffy asked Cavendish was he gonna come along. And Luffy thanked Bartolomeo. Cavendish told him that they injured his horse, and he's gonna make sure they all pay. Bartolomeo was still fanboying out. when they was about to attack, when one of the toy Nutcrackers was about to attack Cavendish, Robin came and snapped its neck using Spank, which is ironic because it's not even spanking them; it's like breaking their freaking necks and backs. I mean seriously, like half the people be dead or paralyzed if One Piece was like a reality. If One Piece was realistic, everyone would be easily killed by her because she could just simply snap their necks. Even if she didn't and she hold it back and snap their backs, everyone would be paralyzed without any chance of ever walking again. Or probably like brain dead or paralyzed from the neck up, from the neck down. She's just like no joke. But like like Robin also agreed with Bartolomeo about Luffy being the trump card, and he was like she said everyone puts their hope in Luffy, and that's all they can do, and it shows like every member of the crew pretty much fighting for their lives except Sanji and them. Unless I missed the memo, I'm gonna recheck the manga chapter and check the page to see if Sanji's in there. But and then like you see her transform using her ability to create these two giant arms and all that to protect everyone. To protect them, everyone, fight all the toy Nutcrackers. But let's get back on a different note. Sabo versus Isho, round freaking 3. Round freaking 3. Sabo is like, what are you trying to Sabo is like, what are you stalling for time? What are you stalling for time for? And Isho is like, you're a pretty wise man. You're pretty smart. He's like, but I'm a blind man. Like, show some kindness. Why don't you show some compassion or mercy? And Sabo is like, I don't discriminate. And I was like, oh crap. Sabo is just so epic, and at the same time evil. He's evil and epic. He's a chaotic good. He's like a chaotic good. That's like what he is. He does things. The things he says makes him seem kind of evil in my opinion. He does not discriminate. Like all these moves he's been pulling off and all this stuff he's been doing, but Admiral Isho is like, I have a duty to uphold too. Like, and he was like, they don't. And like Admiral Isho even gave Sabo his props. He like, well, they didn't call you number 2 in the Revolutionary Army for nothing. And then Isho did probably one of the best things that will make him my favorite admiral forever, until I see Green Bull and see what Green Bull can do. He used Gravity Sword for short, and he did a side slash. And Sabo had first wondered what he's doing. Sabo tried to transform into his flame Logia Devil Fruit to avoid the damage. And it was like a side gravity slash that crushed all the houses and all the buildings that way. And I'm just like, at first when I saw the first panel where it said Gravity Sword, I was like, oh crap, this is gonna be huge gravity slash down the middle of the ground. What happened? It was a side gravity slash that just freaking nuked and curved houses here. And Sabo had to turn into a different form. Then Sabo had attacked Admiral Isho, and he blocked that, and they're just going at it again. But I'm just like, now we know it's Gravity Sword. Like, Gravity Sword is probably like the opening technique or something like that. Or maybe that's a move, I'm not sure. But I just want to know, honestly, what is the name of that Devil Fruit? What is the name of it? What is the full capabilities of it? We've seen this thing be able to hold down people, pull down balloons, drop meteorites and nuke people, hold down numerous amounts of people as he restrained most of the civilians and most of the Marines controlled by Doflamingo strings. He's able to create huge craters just by slashing people and resheathing it. This is just so confusing for me. I mean, like, and now he can do gravity side slashes, like literally. His ability, and he can float battleships. He has Shiki's Devil Fruit. He has the dude from Bleach. He has Wabisuke. I'm not sure that's the name of the Zanpakuto. He has the ability to whoever he touches, he makes them heavy. And he has the ability to pin down people with gravity. He's like Pain. He's like multiple gravity controlling characters fused together into one person. What the hell is his Devil Fruit's name? What the hell does it stand for? What is it? Gravity? Because I mean, honestly, half the stuff he's doing is just that beast. And Blackbeard's supposed to be darkness, which is gravity. And then a lot of people, we can all debate about it, but multiple interpretations, like multiple variations in Devil Fruits, very similar abilities. But whatever. Back to where Luffy and them are climbing up the stairs. Rebecca's running away from Diamante. Diamante's just slashing around. Then he slashes Rebecca, and he's like, you don't want to fight. He's like, how many times I have to tell you I shot your mother? Like, guns are better. And he was about to attack her, and Kairos came in and slashed the crap out of Diamante. I was honestly hoping, and I hope no one takes me as, I hope no one thinks it's bloodlusted of me, but I was hoping he sliced off Diamante's arm, but that was never the case. I wanted it to be a situation where he cleaved Diamante in two. Whether it's from the torso or right down the middle, or whether it's beheading. He beheaded Doflamingo, a fake Doflamingo, but he beheaded him nonetheless. So it shouldn't be that hard to assume he should be able to behead Diamante, when a clone Doflamingo is pretty darn strong. Now, I just can't wait. Then now Law is free because Luffy got the key from Rebecca, and now we have Law full power, and he used Room, and we have Luffy and Law are looking for Doflamingo now, since they're all on the same level. Diamante has to deal with Kairos. Rebecca is gonna start having some daddy bonding moments here. This whole chapter is just blowing my mind. It's just simply, I mean, if anything that's blown my mind this whole chapter, my highlights of this chapter are Bartolomeo making stairs with his barrier. I didn't even know he could do that. Admiral Isho using gravity sword and slashing and using some gravity slash to crush houses. I think that's about it. That's like my only two highlights. And Kairos and Diamante are about to face off, and Law gets free. Kodoino out, like, comment, rate, subscribe. I'm just so amped for this whole chapter. I'm amped for the next chapter. I really want to see more of Admiral Isho versus Sabo. So I really want to see some serious action between Kairos and Diamante, because I want to see more of Kairos' moves, because we've seen him as a toy soldier, but I want to see if he has any special techniques as a regular person. And I'm looking forward to seeing Luffy and Law come across Bellamy, because maybe Doflamingo really screwed Bellamy up, and maybe Bellamy is like bloodied up, and Luffy comes and he's really angry. He starts fighting, and him and Law, whatever. Kodoino out. Bye. Subscribe, comment, whatever.